Quand il s'arrête enfin, je suis effondrée et morte à l'intérieur. Je le vois tel qu'il est en vérité, un prince des ténèbres venu sur terre pour me tourmenter. Dans la rue, je manque de me faire renverser au moins 2 fois. My name is Binta. I live in Ghana. I'm a fashion designer and I'm also a writer. So I'm from Guinea, but I grew up in France, in Paris. My parents came both in France between the 60s and the 70s in France, and they stayed there. They actually met there. So I grew up in Paris. I did all my studies in France. I have a master in cultural industry, like communication and cultural industry, and then I moved to the luxury industry when I was still in school, and that's how I ended up working in fashion. Fashion is a long time passion. Like since I was a kid, I knew I wanted to do something in fashion. What, I don't know, but it was like certain for me I would do something in it. I had the opportunity to do internship in big luxury houses. Back in 2004, I started interning for Chloe, then I went to Gucci, and then I was hired in 2006 by Ralph Lauren, and that's how I entered the fashion world and the luxury industry. When I met my partner, we always had like this long-time dream to build something that belongs to us, but also speak to people and put Africa on the map. And that's a conversation we have been having for more than 10 years. And today I'm very happy and grateful because we're able to launch SEKBI Bogolan. We started like brainstorming and working on the brand since 2015-16. And we launched officially the brand in 2018. We started with women's wear, but the plan is to go with menswear, with kids wear, with home decoration, and we wanted to have like a brand identity because we feel it's very important to dissociate yourself from what the other designers are doing. So we created a print which is very meaningful and directly inspired by Bogolan. Bogolan is traditional textile from Mali. I mean, you can find it in most of West Africa, but Mali is the main place where you can find Bogolan. So the pieces of fabric that you see have actually been made in Ségou, in Mali, and it's like hand-dyed, black and white, and made with soil and water, which makes it like a clay, and then the artisan are able to use that coloring, that natural coloring, to do the design that you see. They actually took the symbols of our fashion brands, which are actually Bogolan symbols because we did not invent them. They are really like in the story of the Bogolan textile craft. The iconography of Bogolan is like very rich in storytelling, so we used that storytelling. We took the symbols that were like the most that we can relate to, and we put them on our clothes. We have tried to modernize the print so it can be appealing to African customers and also to global customers. And the other part that is really important is sustainability. So all the prints that you see are made like on an eco-friendly kind of practice. So we work only with partners who respect that commitment. and we are today one of the most certified fashion company in Africa, because we only partner with people who have those eco-friendly certifications. I've been in Ghana since 2016, so it's been now 5 years. I was in Nigeria before. I came with my family. My husband got a job. He was transferred in Ghana for a cosmetic firm, and we moved with him in Ghana. I come from a background where I grew up in a busy city, Paris, and then I lived in New York and then Lagos, so only like very busy cities, and Accra was very quiet, very peaceful, which was a big change for me, but a good change in the long term. We were used to stay 3 to 4 years in a country, but for now we're really thinking of making Ghana a second home. And we are working in the process of being able to stay. So I think that even if, for instance, we go back to France, Ghana will stay definitely a place where we come back often. Yeah, writing was also always a passion of mine. Sorry, so I always wrote in like diaries and always took notes on things, you know, that I liked, and that passion grew in something more professional. So my book is a French book because I'm French. From Guinea, but I grew up in Paris, and I wrote my first book in 2018, and I self-published myself in 2019, and it's my first book, and it's actually the first book of a series of 3 books. The title is L'autre, and I noticed that there was like a lack of romance and love stories in African literature, especially contemporary literature, and I wanted to try to fill the gap in that field, and that's how the story came to me, and I started writing. It was at first a short story, but then the inspiration was there, so I kept writing about that story between a man and a woman who have a hard time being together, because each of them have like a lot of issues and things to resolve in order to be together. And it started really from a candid place, and then it grows in a bigger project. But I don't really mention where they're from, because I feel like for me the human side is the most important, rather than reminding to the reader she's black, he's white, she's white, you know, because I feel like myself as a human being, I live my life not based on my skin color, but based on my humanity, and that's what I wanted for my characters as well. I feel like when you move to a new country, you always feel like a foreigner, because you have to get used to the habits of the city, of the country. You have to get comfortable and know your way, meet people. And I feel like the integration in Ghana was actually very easy. And after a couple of months, I don't know if it's because I lived in Nigeria before, but after a couple of months, maybe a year, you know, I really felt like home. So I would say that today definitely I feel like I'm part of the people here.